who are present. This briefing that we've called today is on the hosting of the Presidential Black Industrialists and Exporters Conference, scheduled to take place on Wednesday, the 20th of March. It will be held at the Sandton Convention Centre in Johannesburg. It's the second conference of its type. The first was held in 2022. By this morning, we had 1,199 delegates registered for the conference from a cross-section of the South African economy. And this number is likely to increase in the course of today. The conference has been convened within weeks of the 20th anniversary of the Broad-Based Black Economic Empowerment Act, which was implemented from April 2004. And the conference is really an opportunity for us to take stock. Where have we come with empowerment? What have we been able to achieve? What can we celebrate as successes? And what can we learn from our missteps? There are 7 elements to the event itself. First, the keynote address by President Ramaphosa at the event. Second, we'll have a series of panel discussions where prominent business and public sector officials and government ministers will be engaging. The third element is the release of some key data on broad-based black economic empowerment, and particularly on the Black Industrialist program. And it will look at the number of black industrialists supported over the last 8 years, what has been their contribution to the economy, and the number of people that they employ. The fourth component of the event will be a big marketplace where black industrialists will exhibit their products and showcase what their businesses are about. The fifth element is a number of pledges by large companies to buy from black industrialists over the next 5 years. This is a new element to the BI conference and will be done for the first time. The sixth part of this is a series of videos and a booklet on the impact of the Black Industrialists and Exporters program that we will be releasing on Wednesday. And finally, the President will award on Wednesday evening a number of recognitions of excellence to black industrialists for the work that they have done in the South African economy. The event will be attended principally by black industrialists, so that will be the core of the audience. It will also have present cabinet members, large company representatives, particularly those who are procuring, financiers, regulators in the economy, and officials. The theme of the conference this year will be Black Industrialists, Catalysing Economic Growth and Jobs. And there's perhaps a bit of context that we should give to the theme. To members of the media, the Black Industrialist program was instituted to address 2 key challenges that we have with the early rollout of broad-based black economic empowerment. The first challenge was very often black South Africans acquired minority stakes, 10%, 5%, 15%, 20% of an existing business. The second challenge is that some of the early BEE deals were often in sectors of the economy that were suppliers to the core productive sectors. So they included security, distribution, imports, and so on. And we wanted to develop within the broad-based black economic empowerment framework a particular program that will highlight, support, and celebrate black-owned companies, companies where the majority of the equity is held by black South Africans. And we wanted to also ensure that there was enough space for black South Africans to participate in the core productive sectors of the economy, like agro-processing and food production, like the making of clothes and shoes, or furniture, like the production of chemicals and pharmaceuticals and plastics, or steel production, or oil and gas, or the green economies, mineral beneficiation, mining itself, and of course agriculture. So that's really the genesis of the idea of the Black Industrialist program. In the last 5 years, we've increasingly linked that program to a focus on export of products by black South Africans to markets elsewhere in the world. The conference will therefore be an opportunity to highlight the package of measures that are available to black industrialists, including funding, regulatory support, export support, and very importantly, the resources of the private sector through, among others, supplier development funds. In the panel discussions, we will be evaluating the progress made with the program, and cabinet ministers and business representatives will reflect on the future of the Black Industrialist program in the context of South Africa's big national development goals. I spoke earlier